Welcome, everyone. Today we have back the incredible Michael, and we're going to share about money, abundance, and a reminder that we're here to up-level your is useful and serving you and potent for you as you listen to the conversation, that you see and feel shifts occurring even in the conversation. There is so much short-term, short-form content out there, and we want more for you. So we're here today to give you some short wisdom, remembrance for you, through you. And again, the invitation and the intention is that it continues to expand your vessel, your vessel. And if you're looking to dive more into your abundance and into your money and the beliefs and narratives and programmings that are no longer serving you around money because you were all wrong about it, feel free to message me. I have a 30-day activating and awakening and releasing through getting more calm, presence, abundance, flow, nervous system regulation. And that is going to bring in more than you know in mind, body, soul, spirit, physical reality. So feel free to message me to learn more about that. And it's short little audios every day to awaken this new version of you, to step into a new frequency, higher frequency of you and your abundance, and get you more you, connecting more to you in your soul alignment. So we're just waiting to have Michael join us to talk more about that. He's a beautiful human in this space, and grateful to connect with him for, again, the third time now. That, yeah, we will dive in. So as you're with this space now or catching the replay, if you want to go ahead and just close your eyes and set an intention for yourself of what is something you want more clarity on right now, uncertainty around. You have just being present right now for this information to come through you, for you. And just deepening the breath. And just feeling a sense of gratitude and joy for the time and space to bring in more abundance in a certain area of life that you're wanting to see that more. It may not be money for you. It may be more time, more spaciousness, more simplicity, more joy, more fun, more play, more peace, more relaxation. Just see what's showing up for you of what you're wanting to bring in more of, knowing that you already have everything you need. You already have more than enough. There he is. Hi, Michael.
Hey.
Hi,
How
so
are you?
of you. We were just
How
getting
are you,
started
Neville?
with intentions. I was sharing a bit about what we're going into today.
Awesome.
But again, just an introduction of Michael, that he is just an incredible soul of consciousness and awareness. And
Thank you.
yeah, he was like, let's talk about money today. I'm like, I'm here for it. And let's just get right into it, Michael. It's, again, so great to have you here. And again, we're intending that this finds all that is here for it, that this, whatever is tapping in through us, is for you. And again, nothing that you don't already know at a soul level. It's just a remembrance. And so we're here
Exactly.
to remind you who you really are, for the world told you who to be. So let this
Yeah.
come through you, and we intend that whatever is coming through, exactly what you are needing, is going to be awakening in you today.
Amen. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about money because money is a very interesting and sometimes a sensitive subject for people, especially right now. There's a lot of change happening with money, with the economy, with everything, really. It happens a lot, and you can say it's astrologically based. Of course, that has influence. And the key thing to acknowledge is that it's changing. Our engagement, our interaction with money is changing now, right? Because if if you know astrology, Uranus just moved out of Taurus, right? And Taurus is all about money, right? So it finished its run, it finished and completed its mission there. It will go into retrograde again. If you know, it will go into retrograde for a few months there. But basically, money is changing. The way you engage with money is changing. What the key thing is, and the inspiration why I'm doing a class this week about money, the inspiration is not to be worried about it, not to allow the situation, the newness, to put you into stress. What if you're going to be very much relaxed with this energy? What if you, instead of going into stress and despair, you're going to just ask a question? What else is possible right now? What is coming up for me about money right now? What is available and possible for me and my financial reality now that has never been available before? Because the basis of this universe is that universe is constantly getting better. And our life is meant to be better. The key is to learn how to, quote unquote, ride this wave and not be overthrown by it. And the only way to do it is by consciousness. The only way to do it is by being in a space of awareness, being present with where you are right now, not to be in a reaction, but to be present and aware with what's coming to us in order to see what possibilities are really opening up for us. And not to look at it as like, oh, a devastation, a problem, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what's going to happen. Those are all things that are shadow things, right? That we know it's our mission really to overcome it and grow out of it, right? And especially right now, everyone is going to be going through this transition, this transformation, this growth. So it's about learning tools that will enable you to really thrive in this time. And very simple one that I love, very, very simple, just whoever's watching to learn and to take it into your arsenal to start using, is to acknowledge that money is really a point of view. It does not really exist. It's simply a point of view. It does not actually exist like joy or gratitude or awareness and consciousness. It's simply a point of view that you have. So going from there, you need to understand that your financial reality and money in your life is something based on you, not something based from outside. So that's like key things that you want to acknowledge. And again, like someone just mentioned, the digital blockchain was created during Uranus in Taurus, right? Because Uranus is like the Aquarian, the big thinker, the big picture. Hey, let's break all the rules, let's change everything. And when it was going for Taurus, which is all about money, stability, currency, assets, etc., it was breaking all of that apart. It was like, nope, we're changing it up. We're taking it to its next level. We're not letting it just, be as is. We're going to take it up to the next level. So yeah, so it's a lot of change coming and a lot of possibilities, and you really want to own and understand that it's working. It is always working for you. It's working for you and it's working to help you. It's never working against you. Mm-hmm. And to have that mindset is a really reassuring, point of view to have.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like listening. I love the engagement and the waves and hellos. And yeah, I think too, something you had said, Mike, also my beautiful nuggets here. And the idea of the perspective, the lens about money itself, if you were just born again right now, or if you were an animal in nature, what would be the conversations or thoughts around money? Not much, if anything, right? And so it kind of shows you, it's so simple, maybe said a lot, but even what right now are your thoughts around money? What even comes up and shows up for you when you think about your money right now? Because
exactly.
It's not even about how much you have or don't have. There are people that have very little to nothing and they're actually very content versus the people that are millionaires, billionaires, and they're still fearful about their money every day. It's not about the amount or what it actually looks like in the physical form. It's energy. It's a way to connect to energy. And what would open up in your being if everyone just happened for a moment, if money wasn't an issue or a thing or a perspective lens that caused me stress or worry or fear? What would open up? Like what what would my imagination do instead of, again, taking the time to look over and sit with the fear and worry and those narratives? What narratives would play? What thoughts would come through? What ideas, what creativity would flow through me if there was more space in my being of knowing that abundance is me and that money's always working for me, and I'm always provided for? Just think about, who would I be? Like, let's entertain that version of me that knew everything was working for me in that way. What things would you be doing? How would you be acting? What would you be thinking? What would you be saying? How would that version of you be showing up? How that version of you be been sitting, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of a place that can feel really weird, but I always say, this version of you right now and the past version of you cannot live and survive. They must die. They must break in order to step into this new version that maybe, again, you hadn't had a good relationship with money or the thought of it or the feeling about it. You can't take old version with you if that hadn't been the reality then. And so what nuggets
Well,
get
you
you?
can. It's just going to be unpleasant.
Thank you. Right. I
You
mean, yeah,
definitely
all of
can.
it's a choice. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
All of it's a choice. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's like it's going to be an uphill climb. Again, I love Abraham Hicks of like, are you paddling upstream or downstream? And the idea of flow
Yeah.
of abundance is breaking the dam, the beaver is making the dam, on the water thinking that it's useful. And maybe for the beaver it is, but like, we want the flow. We want the flow of the water to come. And so we're like,
Yeah.
take a breather. And that's your narratives, perspectives going on in your mind that we get to say, hey, what would it be like to not have those? Just for even entertain it for a moment in your mind, because
Mm-hmm.
your mind has no idea the difference between what's happening in reality and what's happening in your mind. So play those dances with the narratives, starting in the mind.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, Michael, to that?
What came to me, something very powerful that I heard, is that you want to acknowledge that you are powerful enough to create your current reality and everything in it. And that means you are powerful enough to create whatever it is that you desire. So choose it, own it, claim it, operate from there, and really, really operate from that point of view that it is me who is powerful enough to create all of this. And it means it's me who's powerful enough also to create something else. So
Yeah.
to me, that's a mantra I'm going by right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think too, getting to, why do I desire this? I think sometimes kind of people go like, is this really a desire of mine, or is this from, again, like a subconscious belief? And
Yeah.
really, Mike, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this as well. But I think someone's going like, well, what do I feel like this is going to provide me? Right? This is going to
Yeah.
fulfill for me at a deep, beyond the physical thing, like, oh, that new house. Well, what does that make me feel about me? Right? And going, is that aligned to, really, if I knew that I had everything already, right? What is that relationship to that? Even more money. Like, what do you think that's going to provide for you in the emotional base, the feeling base? Get really clear on that. It's not about the
Yeah.
physical things you desire. It's about really like what you think it's going to provide for you. And what if you knew you already had that, regardless of the new house or the car, and going, and also you can have it anyway, right? Like you said, like whatever you desire, you can have. It's not to judge
Oh,
it.
for
It's to say,
sure.
well, you
Yeah.
don't have it.
For
Yeah.
sure. It's never about judging the desire that you have. It just coming not from a sense of lack that something external is gonna provide something internally for me. A house is not gonna give you a certain, deep internal fulfillment, right? A house can burn down, right? God forbid. Money can disappear. Those things are external. So yes, to do this exercise, that's kind of like what the exercise in the class is about, is to find out how exactly am I appointing money as a source of? Like, what do I think it will be a source or a provider for me, when it's not about this excluding it and saying I don't need it anymore at all ever. It's about, yes, I could use it, but what kind of point of view am I coming from? Am I coming from lack, from necessity, and from emptiness, and presuming that it will fulfill my self-image, my need of love, my need of approval, or just because I enjoy it and I like it, and that's it? That point of view you could always have, the lightness of it, right? Just, I like it, and that's it. That's light and fun for me. Not this is a desperate call for fulfillment.
Yes. Right. I have everything that I need. I have more than enough. And versus like what you said, right? The opposite of abundance is lack. So when you're coming from
Yeah,
that state of lack, even in getting relationship. Again, I earlier was saying, what is an area of your life that you're wanting more abundance? Because we all can be in different journeys and a focus point. Because
Yeah.
even the relationship, so within, so without, people are struggling in relationship because they're really struggling with the internal turmoil and judgment of self. And then they're seeing that mirrored in their relationships. But if
Yes.
people are saying, know thyself, and gratitude is the attitude, right? If you're stepping into your gratitude and your joy, and from there, that's when these things of delight, of love and light come in, because you've done the inner work, and you just can't skip out and skimp out on doing the inner work to know that, again, you are more than enough, right? You have
Yeah.
more than enough. You're always provided for. And then what do you desire from there? And
Exactly.
stepping into that presence of that version of you now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Totally.
Beautiful.
Well, whoever's interested, tomorrow, noon Pacific time, feel free to join.
Yes, yeah, please check out the beautiful things that Michael is contributing to this world, and feel free to reach out to any, either of us with any more questions. And again, we like to keep these pretty short because we want them to be, again, that you take away whatever is meant for you, and not to, overstimulate. And again, tap into those versions of you that feels the more than enough, that knows everything is working out, that's in that flow. Again, you're going downstream, not upstream. And you ask yourself, is this an upstream thought or a downstream thought of
You
how I
are
want
the
to?
stream.
You are yes, I love that. And again, the
Go
narrative.
beyond. You are the stream.
I love that. The narrative. You could be the person paddling up or flowing down, or be the stream itself. Again,
Exactly,
what's gonna
exactly.
be
The
your vehicle?
universe is our playground. Let's play,
Yeah.
like play and do whatever is light for you, right?
I love it. Let's actually end with that. And if you want to, everyone that's here, if you are able to, closing the eyes. And again, we're going to just play this little narrative shift here, right? That we're seeing someone paddling upstream and just kind of noticing that feeling. And just, again, not judging it, but going, oh, interesting. And then seeing someone that's just letting the current take them down, and just kind of, they're holding the oar, but they're like placing it on the canoe and just letting the stream take them down. And just noticing that and going, interesting. And then there's that experience that you are the water, you are the flow. The canoe, the person, the oar just kind of fades away, and you're
Yeah.
just the flow. And just to feel that. And again, it might bring up some interesting things, but just kind of notice it and go, interesting. And just take a nice big deep breath, maybe the biggest of your day. Exhale. And sending gratitude, and just seeing lightness filling darkness. That's really what we just brought together today, is just filling up our vessel with more light, our vessel with more light, with more expansion. And I intend that everyone listening, something beautiful is going to happen to you today that is going to remind you of your light and your abundance, and the relationship with money, that you're stepping into the frequency of that expansion. And I see some of you reaching out to us saying, oh my gosh, this happened. Oh my gosh, this happened. Let it happen. You are the stream, like Michael so beautifully articulated. Let that be the new narrative that feels useful. And just notice that energy swirling around you and guiding you. Let your soul guide you today and connect you today to something bigger and better. One more deep breath in as the collective. And saying this intention, not just through your body, but through everyone that's listening in the world. And Michael, any final words to close off?
No, that was so beautiful.
Yeah.
All with that. Be light, be you. Look for the miracle. Be the stream. Just claim it. Own it. Choose it. Choose your power. Choose lightness. Choose to be the creator of your life. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. And again, check out Michael's beautiful offerings. And I have some as well, with your abundance and your flow, and just be in good energy of people that make sense to you. Again, all we're speaking of is remembrance. Like, we're not telling you anything you don't know at a soul level. And so if things are hitting you, sit with them, share this with others, save this, and maybe resend it to yourself in a week or two and revisit. And again, come back to us and tell us the beautiful miracles, magic that occurs from taking this beautiful transmission in today. And Michael, as always, thank you for making the time in your
Thank
beautiful
you so much.
schedule.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my love.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye,
See you.
everyone.